Greetings of the day. I'm Samia Ansari of class 12th B. I'm an Albinite and every Albinite is an achiever. And today I'm going to explain you the topic of human male reproductive system. So let's start. So first we have the primary sex organs, which are also known as gonads. And the primary sex organs in human male is testes. And testes is oval in shape. Its dimensions include 4 to 6 cm in length, 2 to 3 cm width and 1 cm thick, and it is present in a thermoregulatory pouch known as scrotum. And it is thermoregulatory because, as you know, the formation of sperms require 2 to 2.3 degrees Celsius temperature lower than the actual body temperature, which is 37 degrees Celsius. So moving on, let's first talk about the pathway of the sperms. So within testes, sperms are made and then they go through a highly coiled tube known as radial testes, then to vas efferentia, then to epididymis, then to vas deferens, and then to urethra. And about urethra? Urethra is a urinogenital path, and as you can guess from its word, urinogenital. It is the common pathway for both urine and sperms. But note that only one at a time. And it is so because, as you know, that urine is acidic in nature and has very less viscosity as compared to that of the sperms, which are alkali in nature and have a very high viscosity. So, and these are secondary organs, or you can say the accessory ducts. So, moving on, this is testes. Okay, and testes has around 200 to 250 testicular lobules within it, which is basically like compartments. And within these compartments, or you can say the testicular lobules, we have 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules. So these are seminiferous tubules. These tubules contains two layers, and these two layers are consisting of two types of cells. The first layer is made up of spermatogonia, or you can say the male germ cells, which is triploid, and these spermatogonias undergoes meiosis and forms sperms. And the second layer is made of Sertoli cells, and these Sertoli cells provide nutrition and nourishment to the developing sperms. And it was discovered by Enrico Sertoli in the year 1865. So moving on, this is the interstitial space, and it contains interstitial cells, or you can say Leydig cells, and the function of these cells are to synthesize and secrete human male sex hormones like testosterone. So moving on, let's talk about the layers of the testes, and I have this trick which is like a wave, and it is not exactly a wave, it's more like a zigzag. I'll tell you how. Like it's like this. Like this. This is tunica vaginalis. This is tunica albuginea. And this is tunica vasculosa. Now let's first talk about the tunica vaginalis. So tunica vaginalis covers the testes like this, only from the frontal half. And tunica albuginea covers the testes like this, from top to bottom, inside to outside, and front to back, from everywhere. So next we have tunica vasculosa, and as you can guess from its name, vasculosa. It contains blood vessels, and its function is to provide blood supply to the testes. And it is also present in the same way as the tunica albuginea, like from top to bottom, inside to outside, everywhere. So next we have we have glans penis, and it is the male copulatory organ, and it's the male genitalia. It is made of specialized tissues which helps in erection. Now moving on, we have excretory glands. Okay, so let's first talk about the first gland, which is seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles are present in a pair and they contribute to 60 to 70% of the seminal plasma. Next we have prostate gland. Prostate gland is the largest gland of the human reproductive system and it contributes to 10 to 15% of the seminal plasma. Now next we have bulbourethra or the Cowper's gland. These glands are the smallest and they are also present in a pair and its function is to secrete lubricants for copulation. Now next let's talk about semen. So semen is basically the secretions of these glands along with sperms. So secretion of these glands plus sperms is equals to semen. And secretion of these glands contain three things: fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. Okay? Fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. And about fructose. So it is not present in NCERT, it's just a knowledge that I have. Fructose, whenever there are cases of molestation, sexual abuse or rape and the blood tests are done and if the fructose is found inside the female body, then that means the test is positive and that she has been abused. Because there are no secretion in human bodies that contain fructose except semen. So that's been our time. Thank you so much for listening to it. I hope you understood the way I explained. Thank you so much for being a part of this lesson.